Welcome back, brothers and sisters of the Watch. We're here today with another episode of House of the Dragon. Man, what a time to be alive right now. Not only is Game of Thrones back on, but now we've got a Lord of the Rings series, and they're both pretty good. I'm really expecting things to pick up in this episode. Based off last week's episode preview, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a battle in this episode. I was talking to someone this week about the episodes, and they asked me, is Corlys Velaryon supposed to be the bad guy? And I thought that was really funny, because it's like, yes and no, I guess. There's not really good guys and bad guys. They do seem to be setting up the crab feeder as, like, the main villain. But Game of Thrones hasn't really had that, you know? Like, other than Joffrey and Ramsay, maybe Peter Baelish. But I don't really think of it like that. You know, it's like you have characters that you like and characters that you dislike. Sometimes the characters that you like do horrible things. Sometimes the characters that you dislike do something that makes you suddenly like them. Like Jaime, for example. Or Stannis Baratheon. Or the Hound. So it's like, I really like Daemon's character, but I wouldn't call him a good guy, you know? I like Viserys, but is he a good king? Would you consider the things that Otto Hightower does bad? He has his family's interest at heart, right? But so did Tywin. And look how his family turned out. Though he could care less about his daughter's interests. Of course, Corlys just wants to be on top. Wants to be king. But just because someone wants to be king doesn't make them a bad person? Or does it? You know, at the end of the day, monarchy sucks. And that really should be your takeaway from watching Game of Thrones. Monarchy is a terrible system of government. Doesn't matter how good of a person you are. Or how good your story is. Anyways, I'm kind of getting off track. So, House of the Dragon, Episode 3. Hopefully we'll get some battle scenes. Hopefully this is an action-packed episode, and things really get going from here. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the character dynamics have changed since the last episode, because I know a lot of time is going to have passed. One last thing that I do want to say is that I know that they're going to change the actors sometime in this season and age all the characters up. And I've got to say, I really wish we got a whole season with these actors, because I really like them, and it's going to be weird to see the characters portrayed by different actors. Anyways, let's jump into episode 3. I finally know what's happening with this intro. At first I was really confused, but I guess all these seals are different Targaryens, and this is like the bloodline of old Valyria. And after having some time to think about it, I really do wish they had created a new song. As much as I like hearing the old one, I can't help but wonder what the new song would have sounded like. Plus, a map would have made more sense. But with this little location changes that we've been having, I don't know, maybe they just didn't want to do that. I think that's the Velaryon sigil.
Valerian is coming for you!
Crab feeder.
The sea snake will have your what's in fucking head!
Still not sure what's on Crab Feeder's face.
No! No!
Wonder how long that takes. Getting eaten by crabs. Oh shit. Here comes Daemon. What's Daemon's dragon's name? Syraxes? The fire sounds very different coming from this dragon. Oh! Well, shit. Damn, he just got incinerated. Just got deleted. Did he literally come here by himself?
Yes, he does. And you have my nose. It is Egan's second name day. His infancy is behind him. Then it remains for Viserys to name him heir to the throne.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Then it lies with you to make him sit.
I bring urgent news from the Stepstones.
I wouldn't think Otto would need
The Crouch
convincing.
leader has dug in for siege on Bloodstone while his men sabotage our fleet under the cover of dark.
Not today, Tyler.
The matter of the Stepstones is regrettably urgent.
It's been 3 years. It can wait another 3 days. Come, eat. Fortify yourselves for the journey. Please. Is the baggage train ready?
It's presently massing at the river gate. Lord Jason expects us in the Kingswood before midday.
Have you seen Rhaenyra?
I have not, Your Grace.
With the Triarchy now sheltering in Bloodstone's caves, the threat of the dragons is blunted.
They don't have foot soldiers.
Their sellswords have been withdrawing the Crows, Your Grace. Even the mercenaries can see that it is a losing effort.
Where's Rhaenyra?
Cannot be sure at present, Your Grace. The Valarian forces have suffered heavy attrition, Your Grace. Daemon has driven the men hard. They have begun to question his command.
Were he to intervene now after so long, it would make the crown appear weak.
Can someone tell me where in the seven hells Rhaenyra might be?
Under the dragon's
It's a vibe.
eyes.
Again,
Perhaps the princess might like to hear something else.
she would not. Play it again.
Her heart broken for those. Your Grace.
Did I say to stop?
Yeah, what a crazy outfit. I really like those scales on her shoulder.
You may go, Samuel. You are to stay by order of the princess.
The Queen commands you to leave the Godswood at once.
Yikes, bro.
The King wishes for you to join us.
King has much to celebrate. He does not need me.
He wants for us all to be together.
Is it the King's command?
Yes, but
Then at once, Your Grace.
it needn't be. None of it needs be this way in truth, Rhaenyra.
Should you be travelling in such condition?
The Maester said that being out in nature would do me well.
I don't know if I'd be trusting those maesters.
How would you like to participate?
I'm not sure why I must.
Because you are my daughter, the princess, and you have duties.
No one's here for me.
And I feel like all the character relationships just change every episode.
Hail, hail, England, the conqueror may second his name! I fear the gods did not make me for hunting. Might I sit with you, my ladies?
Perhaps the princess can give us some insight.
Oh, I'm not sure how I could. I've never been to the Stepstones.
Your dear uncle is the great mind behind this war, is he not?
I wouldn't know. I've not spoken to Damon in years.
He's made a mess and the king must put an end to it. Send fleets and men and clear out the Triarchy for good.
But the crown is
Is
not
that
at
a
war.
bug?
The
The
crown
heck?
is at war, princess. Though your father refuses
It's really
to,
weird,
we
bro.
will drag-
I don't know, dude. I don't know if I like the idea that there's pugs in this world.
I wonder, Princess, is your own second name as grand as this?
I honestly don't recall, and neither will Egan.
Lord Jason Lannister.
Gathered that from all the
Oh,
lines.
Lannister.
I don't think they've been properly introduced. Now, King's Wood, it's a fine hunting ground, but the best sport is to be found at Castle Rock, near my home. The rock is thrice the height of the High Tower in Old Town, taller still than the wall in the north.
Are we gonna get to
It's
see
been
Casterly Rock?
Sunsets.
That would be really cool.
It must be quite something.
I don't have a dragon pit, of course, but I do have the means and resources to build one. I'd do anything for my queen. Or lady wife.
Shooting your shot? Okay.
Thank you for the wine.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
Is that what I am to you? A prize to proffer about to the great houses.
You're of age, Rhaenyra. Jason Lannister's an excellent match.
He's arrogant and so serious.
Well, I thought you might have that in common. But you've refused me at every turn.
That is because I do not wish to get married.
Even I do not exist above tradition and duty, Rhaenyra.
Excuse me, Your Grace. The Royal Huntsman has sent a report, Your Grace. There's been a sighting of a white hart. The stag is the king of the King's Wood, Your Grace, a regal portent for Prince Aegon's name day.
Was I named heir to the Iron Throne, so that I might only further raise the standing of a Lord of Castle Rock?
Do you want me to kill him?
It's a beautiful day. We should take him to Kingswood. Were you ever betrothed to a Kristen?
I had an adventurous youth when my father served at Blackhaven, to be sure. But my station was never high enough for a formal betrothal. Many in the realm would gladly trade positions with you, Princess.
Only because none of them has ever held my position.
All that I have, I owe to you. Now, I'd hardly call that toothless, Princess.
I know where this is going.
Your Grace. How far? The droppings were found half a league to the east.
Still fresh.
2 or 3 hours, Your Grace. My best scout spy.
Yummy.
White Hart was the symbol of royalty in these lands.
And on this day of all days. I've never been one for signs of importance, Your Grace, but if the gods did wish to show their favor.
Cool story, bro. Sure. I just realized Otto's his
Your
father-in-law now.
I had this forged in the Golden Gallery in honor of Prince Aegon.
It's quite a thing.
I hope it might provide the killing stroke against your white heart. I would be honored to take the Princess Rhaenyra to wife, Your Grace. What I offer you, the crown and your daughter, is strength.
Do you think that House Targaryen wants for strength?
If someone offered you more dragons, would you not take them?
Do you have dragons to offer?
Rhaenyra may take her place there by my side without shame and feel herself well compensated for her loss in station.
What loss of station?
If you were to name young Aegon heir, Your Grace.
And when would I be doing that?
I had assumed,
Oof.
as is your firstborn son, many of us had assumed.
Many of us, you say.
I
did not decide to name Rhaenyra my heir on a whim. All the lords of the kingdom would do well to remember that.
Just leave. Just leave now. Get out of there.
Your Grace.
You're not only Rhaenyra's father, you're the king. She'll do as you command.
It is not my wish to command her. I want her to be happy.
There is another choice beyond Castle Rock.
Who do you have in mind?
Prince Aegon.
She's not going to be fertile by the time he is old enough.
Too, yes, but it would cease the endless proposals for Rhaenyra's hand.
Whatever you decide to do, as long as my grandson becomes king, that's all I care about.
We've sent outriders to find Rhaenyra, Your Grace.
If I instead forbade her to wed a Lannister, she would have run off with Lord Jason out of spite. Powerless over mine own daughter of 17.
King Jaehaerys ruled over half a century of peace while his children drove him to the edge of madness. It is tradition, Your Grace. Do you wish to hear my opinion on the matter?
Yeah, why not?
It would seem to me the best match for Rhaenyra is the son of the sea snake, Sir Laenor. Some years ago I counseled you to take his sister to wife. My reasoning remains the same. If the breach between your houses has not narrowed since I last spoke of it, it would do much to assuage Lord Corlys of any slights, real or imagined.
Princess, I must make a final plea that we return to the camp.
I'd rather prefer it here. Tell me something, Sir Kristen. Do you think the realm will ever accept me as their queen?
I have no choice but to, Princess.
Anybody out there? God damn. Oh, geez, just a boar. Jesus Christ. They held that shot for so long. Jesus. Okay, Rhaenyra, okay. It's just a pig. God.
I named her to protect the realm from Daemon. Many in my line have been dragon riders. Very few among us have been dreamers.
Dreamers?
What is the power of a dragon? It's the power of prophecy. I saw it in a dream. A male babe, born to me, wearing the conqueror's crown. I thought Rhaenyra was the way out of my abyss of grief and regret. That naming her heir would begin to set things right.
Oh, it did.
I never imagined I would remarry. What if I was wrong?
Grace. For the kill.
Did he miss? Did he hit the wrong spot? Jesus, dude.
I bet you left.
Wow. It really was a white stag. Not sure what that was supposed to represent.
How fared my grandson?
The ladies Lannister and Redwine were quite taken with him.
As they should be. He's the future of the realm. Aegon, like his namesake, was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms. If Viserys were to name him heir, the realm would fate him for it.
Rhaenyra would be a good queen.
It wouldn't matter if she were Jaehaerys himself, born again.
Would you have me raise a man to steal his own sister's birthright?
It is Aegon that's being robbed. You must guide Viserys towards reason.
I was hoping we might discuss something.
Here we go.
Rhaenyra, I do not think she enjoyed Jason Lannister's company. She is cross.
I warned you that she would be. I do believe that Rhaenyra will marry your Grace, but she must believe it is her choice to do so. What's this?
A letter. From Vaemon Velaryon.
Lord Corlys and Prince Daemon are losing their war.
Badly, by all accounts.
This is a plea for aid.
If I now provide Daemon and Corlys succor, what will that say of their king?
Perhaps that he is a good man who loves his brother. Is it better for the realm if the crab feeder thrives, or is vanquished?
And deliver this to Prince Daemon yourself.
At once, Your Grace.
Do you not think my decision correct?
It is no consequence to what I think, as I'm often reminded.
Must everything be a battle?
If you refer to your attempt to marry me off to Casterly Rock,
I am sorry, Rhaenyra. I was trying to help you. Why must every effort on your behalf be resisted, as if to the death?
because you mean to replace me.
You have misjudged me, Rhaenyra.
Oh, know it. Jason Lannister knows it. You said it yourself. The lords of the realm gather like vultures to a carcass, hoping to feast on my bones.
You've been much alone these last few years. Alone and angry. I will not live forever. I wish to see you contented. Happy even.
You think a man will do it?
A family.
I had a family.
What would you have me do?
If it was for advantage, you would have wed Lena Valarian.
Yeah.
That is true enough.
That's how this works,
You
Renera.
must marry. Find one that pleases you. As I did. I did waver. At one time. But I swear to you now, on your mother's memory, you will not be supplanted.
We have 16, perhaps 18 seaworthy ships. 700 foot, some 60 knights. Our food quickly dwindles, save for what we can fish from the sea.
Archers hold their high positions, foot soldiers hold the ground. We've strafed them on Dragonback again and again, but they just retreat within the caves.
The crab feeder and his men have no reason to leave those caves.
We must give them one. An offering of flesh to bait the crab.
Show me the knight who will march into that helping nephew, and I will show you a madman.
Damon.
Damon is why we are losing.
Is that the same boy that we saw earlier this season? He really had a growth spurt.
If you do not seize control of this war, my lord, the crabs will soon dine on all of us.
Prince Damon, I bring word from His Grace Viserys Targaryen. First of his name, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men. Lord of the Seven Kingdoms.
So on and so forth. Yeah. Oh shit.
Brother, I have ordered 10 ships and 2,000 men to set sail from King's Landing to join the effort in the Stepstones. Know that it is not my desire to see you fail in your cause. It is instead my hope that this aid will deliver the victory that has thus far evaded us.
Damon's nuts, bro. This guy going out there by himself, no dragon. Guess he doesn't want to share any credit. Probably a ruse, right? No way. It's all part of the plan. Shit. Damn, Damon. Damn, Damon. He's so lucky right now. Oh, there we go. Finally got a few in. What the hell? Oh, that's a different dragon. Damn. Good to see Corlys in action. I love the inclusion of maces. We didn't get to see enough maces in Game of Thrones. And Corlys has got like a halberd? Shit, dude. He cut this dude in half? At the chest? How the hell did he manage to do that? I guess it's that Valyrian steel. Cuts through bone. So much for him being the villain of the show. God. His guts hanging out and everything. Damn, Damon, what you doing there? Good lord. To town on him. The second half of that episode was action-packed. I figured it would be. We finally got to see a new dragon. I think that was Corlys Velarion's son riding it. I'm not sure if that's the same son that we saw like in the first episode, because he seems to have aged up a lot. And Daemon had like no lines of dialogue in this whole episode. I don't think he said one word. It was just looks the whole time. Rhaenyra definitely came off a bit more bratty in this episode. I mean, if she would just talk to her dad, you know, like, she's not gonna replace you. Not unless he dies and Otto schemes to have you replaced. And I'm not quite sure what the stag thing was about. Like, is that supposed to mean something? Why did we see the scene of Rhaenyra choosing to not hunt the stag? What is that supposed to represent? Let me know in the comments down below, because I can't think of it right now. It's funny, it feels like the show is both moving very slowly, but also moving very quickly at the same time. Because so much time passes between episodes. And I wish we got to see more locations. That is one thing that I feel like Game of Thrones did really well. You know, if you weren't really into Daenerys' storyline, you had Tyrion. If you weren't into Tyrion's storyline, you had Jon. If you didn't like Jon, you know, you had Arya. Like, there was always a new character and a new location multiple times an episode, except for a select few episodes. You know, it'd be nice if we got to see some other parts of Westeros. So far, it's like we only see King's Landing, occasionally Dragonstone, and then the Stepstones. And there's so many locations we've never seen. Casterly Rock, you know, they talked about that in this episode. Old Town, I think we saw that once in Game of Thrones. When Sam went to the Citadel. I wonder if we'll ever see the Wall in this series. If someone will ever get sent to the Night's Watch. I wouldn't think so. That's the one thing that Rings of Power is doing really well. Is like there's lots of different storylines, different locations, all happening at the same time. With all the setting up they did of the crab feeder, making him look ominous, and teasing us with his appearance over the last 2 episodes. Kind of a letdown. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he didn't even say anything. We didn't even get to see him in Daemon fight. But I mean, it's not anything new for Thrones. We've been missing out on fights all the time, right? We miss out on whole battles in Thrones. So all in all, this first season is still not quite as engaging as that first season of Game of Thrones was, but I am still enjoying it. So thank you for watching. Now, my watch is ended.